Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Demon Deacons will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart.
Intercepted in the first drive.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Quick release on the RPO. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Got a man, it's Jefferson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it, and you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
From the gun, running back gets the gift. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the... And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's McLaurin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLaurin. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's McLaurin. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. This is now a 7-point game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds his tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, it's McLaurin. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snagged in the middle, it's Davidson. Oh, what a cut! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Mays. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Mays. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Demon Deacons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Rides the back on the option to give. Spins away from the defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes and smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome in to the halftime report.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. He's open on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Turning it on. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a gap. It's Green. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. He'll try to tack on one more. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Boy, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection and so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Barnes. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Creates a little space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Demon Deacons will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Go straight ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Number 89 in the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. A strike downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Clemson set up with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now adjusting. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Gives it on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll send the back in motion. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation in getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.